Welcome to Fairy the Greyhound. We've been in Wales in Snowdonia National Park exploring, and today we're looking at ABER Falls, one of the most spectacular waterfalls in Snowdonia. We were staying at a lovely campsite in Bedgellet Forest, right in the woods, with lots of nature surrounding us, sheep wandering around the campsite and birds singing in the trees. Fairy woke up, snug in her blankets as it was a chilly night. Fairy loves sleeping on the bed with me in the camper van. She doesn't get the chance to sleep on the bed with me at home, so this is a treat for her. It always takes Fairy a little while to get up and moving in the mornings. She's not keen on early starts, and if you present her with her breakfast too early, she won't eat it. Fairy's a very spoilt princess when we're on camping trips and always gets her breakfast served in bed. She doesn't get this at home, but she has come to expect it on camping trips. After breakfast, we headed off to ABER Falls, which is near Conwy. ABER Falls Walk is only a short walk up to one of the most spectacular waterfalls in Snowdonia. It's in the foothills of the northern Carned Mountains. It's about a 45-minute leisurely walk up a path to the waterfall, and we saw lots of sheep and lambs on the way.
I saw a lamb.
It wasn't long before we could see the waterfall up ahead and hear it too. The sound of the water was very loud. This waterfall is part of the Afon Goch, or Red River's, final descent into the Menai Straits. The river plummets from a height of 120 feet and crashes into the shallow rocky pool below. You can see the spray in the air from the waterfall. It does make you quite damp when you go for a photo next to it. But I think Fairy found it quite refreshing as it was a warm day. There's a small wooden bridge crossing the river which takes you up the other side so you can get a different view of the falls. This is a popular site for tourists because it's such an easy walk up. It's about a 2-hour round trip to the car park and back, and you can push chairs up the track. It's quite an easy flat path. We spent a while up here, mostly taking photographs of Fairy, as usual, before we headed back across the bridge to the main path. I'm sorry, it's another bridge fairy. Fairy's not very keen on bridges. Fairy had a nice fresh drink of cold water from the river, as she often does on our mountain walks, and lots of fuss from Grandad. And another bridge for Fairy to cross, which took us back to the car park at the start of the walk. As we were already in the area, we decided to pop into the town of Conwy. Conwy is another Welsh town with a castle. Conwy Castle was built by Edward I during his conquest of Wales. Conwy is a walled town with medieval castle walls stretching for 3/4 of a mile all the way around the town. They include 21 towers and 3 of the original gateways. The castle took 4 years to build, between 1283 and 1287. We wandered along the seafront, had an ice cream. Fairy seemed very unimpressed and bored as she waited for us at the picnic bench. She doesn't like standing up for very long.
Where are you going?
This statue of Llewellyn the Great stands in the centre of Conwy. He was a prince of Gwynedd who ruled over most of Wales from 1216 onwards. Fairy was pleased to get back in the van for a snooze after her busy day of walking and boring sightseeing. Fairy slept while I stood outside cooking her dinner in the rain.
Cooking your dinner. Are you hungry? More chicken? Want your dinner, Fairy? Are you hungry? Ready? Hello?
And after dinner, it's back to sleep again. We hope you enjoyed our trip to Aber Falls and Conwy today. Look out for our next Welsh adventure. We'll be taking a walk down the spectacular Aberglaslyn Gorge. Thanks for watching. Thank you to all my regular subscribers who comment on all my videos. If you haven't yet subscribed, please click the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and we'll see you again soon for another adventure.